What's platinum?
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
I'm RowLow.
I'm Tall Josh.
And this is Pool House Vibes.
Hey, the Pool House Vibes.
Where we talk about everything.
And anything.
Yeah. Pool House Vibes, episode
Twin Towers number
11. Like we like to say, Alea. Number Alea.
So our guest, sorry.
Go ahead.
Our guest is
Sorry.
the Center for the LA Temptation, LFL.
Yes.
The Legends Football League, I think formerly known as the Lingerie Football League.
Yes.
But isn't it confused as the Ladies Football League?
No, it used to be called the Lingerie Football League, and then they changed it to Legends Football League.
Okay.
I don't know why,
Okay.
but at the same time, it's better. But when people say Legends Football, they like lingerie football, and then they look at me and they're like, "Oh, okay, so you're not in your underwear." I'm like, "No, not technically."
But it looks like it, kind of.
Yes,
right? Yeah.
it does. We like to call it like we wear beach volleyball attire, and then we wear pads and a hockey helmet, and then like knee pads and any other like body guard you want to wear, pretty much. So it's pretty cool.
It's fucking amazing.
He's like, who is this? And I was like, yo, you have to watch it.
Yeah.
We played it on YouTube, and he was like, yo, I hate football, but I will fucking watch this.
It's awesome.
No,
like the arena style is very like fast paced.
Right.
It's really fun to watch, and our fan base is amazing.
Yeah, no, like I love the NFL. I don't know where you got me. I hate football. But relative to each other, he's all in, and I'm like, nah, dude. I'll watch fourth quarter, last 4 minutes
when it counts.
When it counts, yeah. If it's like a 27 to like 3 game, I don't care. I don't want to watch
That's
any
a good
aspect
game,
of it.
if you think about it.
Yeah, for one team.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was like, dude, but I would watch this. This is freaking awesome because it's the same level of entertainment. It's just as haptic. It's just as hype.
Yeah.
But
just minimal clothes.
Yeah. Yeah, and the competitive nature is I feel is even more intense.
Oh my goodness, I can't tell you enough. Like when I first tried out, I was like, people are like, Shay, you should try out. Like it looks like you'll be really good and be like running back, fullback, whatever. And I was like, I'll just try out, kind of see what's going on. So I made it to mini camp, which is kind of like training camp for like the LFL, that's what they call it, or the NFL, excuse me. And I made it and actually was pregnant with my daughter.
Oh, wow.
So
While you were training?
I tried out when I didn't know I was pregnant.
Oh.
So it was like, it was like the first 4 weeks.
Like,
I didn't know.
You
Okay,
knew?
sorry,
Like,
guys.
let's go.
No way. And then, so I didn't play that season. And then I took a season off and then I retried out last year and I had a really, really good tryout and I was excited to be back out there. So, and now here I am and I play for him now.
For me, I thought you. Okay, so I must have missed it a year then because I remember that you tried out
Mm-hmm.
and then I guess that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I thought you didn't make the cut, but
Yeah.
it would make sense that you would make the cut because you're pregnant.
Yes.
So,
So that was that time. So, and actually, I didn't hear back from the coach at the time. That's kind of been our issue this year with the league. Well, not the league, just with our team is just coaching. The coaching staff has just come and go. We've been through like 2 coaches, and the first coach during the tryout, I didn't hear back from him. I had the fastest 40. I had a couple. I kind of was rated higher in some of the other like combine drills that we had to do, tryout stuff. And I didn't hear back from him. So I technically didn't make it at first. And then I messaged one of the girls, like, is he going to let us know, like, if we made it or not? And then like, oh, you should be hearing back soon. I'm like, okay. And then I ended up going to, and then he messaged me maybe like a week later. I already like posted, I was like, you guys, thanks for your support. I didn't make it. It's okay. And then I got a message from him a week later. And he said, well, we'd like you to come out for mini camp. And I was like, oh, okay. Maybe they changed their mind.
nice.
So, and then here I am. I've been busting my ass since.
That's so awesome. Yeah,
It's
it
fun.
seems to get good coverage and it seems to be growing in popularity.
Yes, definitely. It's growing. We've been around for 10 years. This is the 10th anniversary this year.
Wow,
Mhm.
that's awesome. This is the first year I've kind of really got turned on to it. I mean, because of you.
Oh, cool.
So
That's cool.
So what are some of the challenges that you've experienced relative to the industry at the moment?
Just for playing.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm a rookie.
Okay.
So, and everything, this is all new to me. I've never really played football. I know about football. I love football. I love following it. Yes. Huge Bears fan. The Bears. So anyways, so I basically every practice is almost like you're retrying out for like a position. That's how I felt. And I really wanted to start. I wanted a starting position. Like I wanted to play really bad. And I mean, with guidance, they're looking for a center. They didn't have a center. They're looking for some defensive backs. And I think pretty much the team was set. The roster was set. So a lot of the returning linemen really worked with me and hyped me up, like to just like practice really hard at being center. Thank goodness for my quarterback, Ashley Salerno. I'm going to throw her out there. She's been a great leader too. And and being a center, like I know right now I could be an eligible receiver, so I can go out for a pass. So, which is a lot of fun. So I'm kind of building up to that.
Oh, okay.
So I feel like I'm still getting my feet wet with the OFL, see how everything plays, and then hopefully I can just keep excelling.
And there's still room to grow.
And
your ambition can take you places.
Yeah, I would love to play defense too. So, right now it's just I'm kind of focusing on center and perfecting it. I'm a huge perfectionist, and I want to be the best at it. So I know I have room to grow, so I'm going to be the best.
I feel the same way when I do anything that I want to do. Is like if I lose, like he got me into this game, Apex Legends, and I get so down on myself. It's not anything compared to what you're doing.
No, it
but
doesn't matter. Yeah.
The win aspect and mindset is just like I need to be good at it. I want to be good at it.
Yeah.
Nobody else understands what my brain's thinking, and I just constantly need to do it, need to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I can definitely see what you mean by that.
Oh yeah. I want to be the best in anything I do.
Oh yeah.
Esports
though shouldn't be understated as far as how intense you can get, like in the esport realm. Do you see like an upcoming video game potentially coming for
the LFL?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Like there's a fan of ours that does like the artwork. He like kind of redoes it like for like the
right
for that kind of stuff. He did a picture on my Instagram. He did a great job, and it's cool. You're like, maybe that would be cool, like a cool video game or something like that. But I haven't really thought about that, actually. So.
I think that would be kind of cool. Now, so where are you from originally?
I'm from Upland.
Okay.
From Upland, California.
Okay.
And I moved out to the desert probably around like 2009.
Okay.
And I was out here until 2014, and then I moved back home. So.
Okay. And so now you're in Upland.
Yes.
And that's okay for your practice schedule.
Yes.
Are you guys in season right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're practicing.
Oh, we're practicing every weekend. Blood, sweat, and tears. On the weekdays, it's kind of up to us to kind of stay in shape.
Right.
Maybe go if we can link up with our quarterback. We'll go run routes with her, do footwork drills. But mainly, it's just watching game film. That's like also important. But we've been hitting the books hard, hitting the field hard until we play in July. So July 27th in Austin is when we play.
Okay, that's your next game.
Yes, and it's gonna be.
So we'll be tuning in.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be a great. It's gonna be a great game. Definitely a great game. So Seattle. So it's between Seattle, Austin, and us. So it's like a three-way.
Okay.
It's not a three-way tie, but.
Denver doesn't look too promising. They got a big blue city in their win column.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. You know what? Though they're a very physical team, and they're a young team. They have room for growth, and this is my first year playing, and my teammates even said that they've improved a lot. Actually, even though we beat them, there was a lot of improvement there.
You know we beat them.
No.
How many games do you guys play in the season?
So we play 4 regular season games, and because there's only 8 teams in the league,
right.
So that's we play 4, and then. Usually, pretty much if we win and however many points we score, because it goes on a point system too, determines on us playing in the Western Conference Championships, which is back in Ontario. So if anybody, you guys can all come. That'd be great. You can get 2 games for the price of 1. So that's kind of cool too to watch, even if it's not us. But we want it to be us, and that's important.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have the biggest fan base. So
the July 27th, you said.
Mm-hmm.
What is that game for you guys?
It's everything. Every game is important here on out. So we got to win this game. So and it's
advance to keep going.
Yes.
So it's like a championship. I guess.
It's going to help us push to the Western Conference Championship. But then there's going to be a tie. somewhere in there. So they're going to go by a point difference, and then they just go by that pretty much because there's. We gotta try our best. So, but Washington's already in it, so they've already clinched that.
Yeah, Seattle 3-0.
Mm-hmm. Well, they just lost to Austin.
Oh, did they?
Yes.
Yeah, because it just says that Austin's only played one game.
Yeah, I think their game might air tonight actually, and that's it was probably one of the best games to watch this season.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yes. Yes.
I was watching. I think it was a game against Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
And like in arena football, how they have the pads like around the outside.
Mm-hmm.
How hard is that? Like it's not really that forgiving, is it? When you really.
I don't think I haven't run into it yet.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
Okay.
But it doesn't sound like it very much. But I mean, at the same time, I don't think anybody's really been hurt from the wall.
Okay.
So.
Have you had any injuries?
I was out with a concussion for our Atlanta game, and that was literally like 3 minutes prior to the game starting. So, yeah, it was.
What happened?
It was like league concussion protocol. So when we played Denver, I got smacked upside the head a few times. So I mean, I have someone like me coming at you. I mean, that's the first reaction was just like basically coming at my face. I got uppercut like 3 times.
Oh.
And I remember I turned to one of my teammates, Lindsay Cash, and I looked at her and I was like, dude, she keeps punching me in the face. She's like, well, look at you. Like, she's like, well, do it back. And I'm like, okay. So to be honest, there's a couple drives. I think I threw her on the ground. I just went boom and just picked her up on the ground. But I didn't realize I had a concussion until I think when we came back Monday from Denver. And I was just like driving to work and I was like, It's like, I don't feel right. It's like, how did I even get to work today? Like just like a little foggy and headaches, and that was it. And then I had to do, once I found out, then you have like a time limit. We had like 2 weeks in between games from then. So I remember we had a time limit, and I talked to the trainer and I told him, I was like, hey, I have a concussion. He's like, all right, well, let's get together, do some tests, make sure everything goes okay. And I was like, all right. So we did that, and I have to check in like every week. It was like every week at a certain day, at a certain time, just run some tests. And then the last, I think it was 5 days return to play protocol, I was like missing 24 hours or something. Like it was like I was allowed to play. I was allowed to play, but then I needed another 24 hours to get reevaluated.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And it just sucked because we worked really, really hard to get me back to the Atlanta game. So, and then we had like our team neurologist, our league neurologist, and other doctors. And it was like, I had my pads on, all suited up, ready to go. And I was in a room of like 7, like there's like doctors, trainers, everything. They're like, league rules, like we can't let you out on the field.
Yeah,
so,
well, that's good. That means
respect. Yeah.
I think that's like for like as a protective element too.
Yes. Yeah. And I'm kind of glad that I did. I mean, I was really sad at the time, so I was hyped up.
Right, yeah.
And it was a big game for us too. And I was just upset. But I respect the league too, that, they are looking out for our safety, and that's really important. It is. I mean, I don't want to be a vegetable for my children. No. That's the last thing I want to be.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, definitely.
Now, I noticed the pads, right, and like the gear, it's very different from the NFL. Is that because of the lighter weight, or is it because it's just a whole entire different organization that's in charge?
Yeah, sex sells. So.
That's so really.
But we'll think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, I don't want to say that, but at the same time, like, we know what we signed up for.
So at the risk of safety, even.
I mean, they try to make it as safe as possible. Which, I mean, all of us together, to be honest, we're animals. Like, we're savages. We're savages. Like, we want to hit. Like, our practice, we're in full football pads. Like, we have the gear. Okay. I mean, we have our hockey helmet on. But it's like we have full football pads on, and we're hitting hard. And then I remember my first game, I padded up, and I put the pads on, and I was like, what is this? Like, not, it wasn't much. It wasn't like, you have like these 2 straps that come across, and it's like, it's minimal. But I remember my teammate, she's like, welcome to the LFL, and it slapped me on my shoulder. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, this is going to be, all right, here we go.
Damn.
Yeah, it's different.
Like down on the mouthpiece and get it.
Pretty much. That's pretty much how it goes. But it's just crazy. It's been a like roller coaster experience, and I'm just grateful. I'm glad for my kids to see this too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I want them
Superhero
to
mom.
Yes, Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Wonder Woman too, yeah.
Yes, I'm like the real life Wonder Woman. That's what I like to think. So
No, that is awesome. Yeah, because overcoming adversity like that, and then even just the challenge to be able to get in.
yes,
And that was a hurdle in and of itself.
yeah, definitely to get in, and just a lot of work, a lot of time. I mean, you're sacrificing your weekends, relationships. Like it's hard. It's hard to juggle, but I love sports. I love being active, and I love being a positive role model. Like I want my children to see, like, hey, like you shouldn't be like set back just because I'm a mom.
Right.
I work hard. I have a full-time job, and it's like, I don't know, that perception. I feel like you should be able to do anything anyways. Like why stop or hold off with what you really want to do in life?
No, yeah, I agree 100%.
And that's how I feel. I love going to the gym. I love working out, hanging out with my children, my boyfriend, my family. Like I still do everything normal.
And you don't want to regret, like 30, 40 years from now, you're like, dang, even if it didn't work, like at least you gave it everything you had.
Yeah. I mean, I'm 34.
Right.
So it's just like, maybe I have a few years left of me, to get, tackled hard and do all that. But
Right.
I mean, why not do it?
Yeah,
I can do it.
absolutely.
Like age is nothing but a number. That's what I say. As long as I feel like I'm capable of doing it, I can do it.
Yeah, you played softball out here, right?
Yes.
At the Big League Dreams,
Mhm.
whatever it was. Yeah.
And I played in college too. So.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's where I first met you was
Yep.
with Fleener and Boo and all that.
Yep.
We'd all go out and play, and
Yeah,
I think that's where I first.
my nickname was base hit. Because when I play with them, I'd always get a base hit.
Yay. That's all you need. That's
Yeah,
all you
that's
need.
all you need.
It's one run. So you
Get 'em
got someone
in.
behind you and get them all in.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah, I played competitively, and I definitely loved playing. And I do miss the people out here, actually, in the desert a lot. It was like family going out to that field.
I actually had no idea you moved because you said in 2014
Mhm.
you left. So I left for the Navy active duty side in 2014. Well, 2013, 2014.
Mm-hmm.
And then just got done 2017-ish, and then I was following you a little bit, and then obviously I saw that you were trying out for it and everything. I was like, oh wow, that's awesome. And I was like, oh, I'll probably see her out here somewhere.
Yeah.
And then I was like, wait, she's in Upland?
Yeah,
Where'd she go? It's crazy how you fall out of time with some people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you fall out of like physical time, but
Yeah.
social media is always like
Yeah.
You always
congruent
keep up
throughout
with
the whole
yeah.
entire.
Yeah, no, it's cool. No, I love keeping up with my friends in college. They're all from Kansas. Like most of them are from Kansas, or in the Midwest. And I feel like I'm still like part of their life sometimes. I still contact them, and the communication's good with them too. So thank goodness. I
Is
think
that
for
Jayhawks or Cougars?
I went to a private school,
Oh, okay.
so McPherson College, NAIA.
So, Monique,
Ooh.
I need to know if she's an Ultimate Warrior fan because of her face paint.
Oh yeah.
Mo Gax, the Gax.
Yes, yeah.
She is legendary. She's actually in the Hall of Fame.
Oh,
So
okay.
she's
There's a Hall of Fame.
uh-huh.
How
Ah,
long has this been on for?
10 years.
Yeah.
10 years.
A
Yeah.
decade. Yeah.
Yep, there's 10 years. So she is one of our captains, and she came back this year. So hopefully we can get a championship for her. That'd be amazing. Even for our quarterback too. She's been in it since it first started too.
Whoa.
So I mean, we got some goats on the team.
Yeah.
Like 10 years, like playing for 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Whew.
Right?
You remember when we were watching that, the first touchdown, or whatever? It was
Yeah.
deep ball.
Yeah, she's a snake. We call her a snake. Yeah, she's dope. She's a really good person. So all my teammates. My
Remember
God.
she ate?
Yes.
Have you guys ever got into it in like the locker room?
What do you mean? Just
Like
that?
angry at each other or like the
No.
tensions of the
No,
game?
I mean we just get hyped. We just hype each other up, and
Okay.
that's like the best part. I mean, it's funny. We do locker room talk.
Right.
Like, it's funny for girls.
Yeah,
We do it for girls too.
Yeah.
I think.
There's no difference.
I
yeah.
think we could be just as bad as men at times.
Yeah.
We're
Agree.
funny, and we had a birthday party for Mariah Lopez last weekend, and that was fun. I mean, even if it was just mainly us girls, but we were just getting turned up.
Yeah.
Letting loose.
Yeah, we were letting loose, and we had a blast. And that's, I mean, just hanging out with the girls. It's fun, and we pump each other. We have a bond that I can't really describe. So much respect, and we've been through a lot this year together. So
A lot of hits.
a lot of hits, a lot of coaching changes, just trust in each other. Because literally our coach right now, Rory Derry, he's very good, and we're really lucky that he's stuck around to help us out. And same with Coach Hunter. They're very knowledgeable. I'm learning a lot from Coach.
Are the
Hunter.
coaches predominantly males?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But there's
Do you
a female.
feel that should change? Yeah, I think.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Because I feel like now that we're 10 years in, that maybe some of these athletes can come back and maybe help us out in the league. I mean, they'll know. They have a little bit more of an insight. I mean, I love male coaches too because they give you a little bit more of that drive.
Right.
But female coaches too. It's like, I don't know.
Having gone through the experience, I think the best type of coach would be some like a player in the LFL.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree.
You guys don't play with Canada. See the LFL Canada and LFL Australia.
We might actually. Hopefully, this falls through. But we were invited to an exhibition game in November to play in Mexico. So it's going to be us in Austin in Mexico. I think it's in November. That's what they told us, and it's a
Can you talk about that right now?
No, they've already put it on blog.
Okay,
They've already put it on social media. I can let you know.
Yeah.
So exhibition games is how that would probably work out then, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they have. If you follow us, there are some leagues out there that kind of try to represent us, like the LFL. That kind of have the same like style. I'll show you. I'll send you a post of one. A couple of the girls down in Mexico actually.
Well, that's cool.
That are in some leagues down there, and they've had their uniforms are pretty similar, but I mean they don't have LFL on it, but it's cool. It's really cool that they're trying to replicate it in different countries also.
Nice.
So I respect it. Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Are you ever afraid that like your kids are gonna like be a part of kind of like not be able to be available with you when you're like traveling and going to all these kind of places, like not be able to spend as much time with them as you may want to?
The best thing is that it's on the weekends. So
right.
And I'm not with the fathers, so at the same time they get that time with their dads on the weekends too. I have them all week. We do school. We do. We go to the gym together. We do homework. Not homework till soon. It's going to be homework. My son's going to be 5. It's crazy. But at the same time, like we do everything together, and it's, every other weekend I do get my son, and he actually comes with me to practice.
Okay. So you're balancing it.
Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah. And I love to bring him around that. I love bringing him around just the team. The girls are really influential on him, and I love it. I love it a lot for him. And Aurora too, as she gets older, I hope, she sees this. She's like, oh, I could do anything.
Yeah.
My mom did this.
Right.
She'll be doing something. I don't know what.
Yeah, whatever it is, it's going to be something.
Oh, it's good. And she'll be good at it. So, and my son will too.
Because like a lot of people, they don't understand like the level of self-discipline that is involved with any craft.
Oh, yeah.
And so the persistence overcoming resistance element of it,
mm-hmm.
Do you feel like you've acquired some philosophies or do you attribute this drive to like any kind of mentors over the years? Or has it just been something that's completely internal?
My kids.
Really? Your kids motivated you to?
Yeah, I feel like I just been through a lot in the last 5 years, and it's I should say at the beginning of the 5 years when I had my son, and I just felt like I don't want to be held back because I have my kids. I just feel like I want to keep living my life and bring them with me. Mm-hmm. And if people don't understand, that's how I feel about with when I go play softball or if I go go play football. I have to bring them to practice with me. These are my kids. I'm going to. I'm going to bring them. So if you guys want to help me out, great. If not, then I'll leave. My kids are number one to me. And and I think I get a lot of respect for that. And not only that, my team respects that. And they actually are very helpful with it. And anywhere I go, I feel, they're going to be right there with me. I'm a package deal.
Yeah, no, that pushes boundaries because in society, a lot of times, there's the inverse of that, where it's okay, stop what you're doing because kids.
Yeah.
As opposed to do what you need to do because kids. Mm-hmm.
That's I think that's what I'm trying to change. I think if I want someone to obviously see it and they can feed off of it, but I'm really big on just do what makes you happy.
Yeah, because
do what makes you happy.
I agree because I have this thing where a lot of people they give me a little flack for it, but I feel like my kids pick me, from some ethereal realm, wherever you want to call it. They're like, oh, that's gonna be my dad, So all right, you pick me, so let's go. We're going this way, and so and I think that's helped our relationship. and it's helped them give them more confidence to do what they want to do, whatever it is that they want to do, because they see, oh, Dad's really serious about whatever he wants to do. And he's going to do it. You know?
Yeah, and you've done that too when you had to go to like a couple of auditions. You're like, oh, yeah, take it with me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, similar.
Was that different for you when you had to, like, how did your kids react to that, or how did the staff react to you bringing your kids?
It's respect. It's just like, okay, yeah, all right, cool, yeah, that's what's gonna happen,
and that's the best feeling.
Yeah, because
when you receive that, you're like, all right, I respect you more because of that.
Yeah, because you're pushing a boundary. You're you're challenging the status quo, I guess, so to speak.
No, it is.
And I think for him too, what's great is that his kid, his oldest kid, is very. I wouldn't say unique, but just like since he was like 2 or 3, when he first started to talk, I was like, oh, hi, Ray. He's like, hello, how are you? And I was just like,
like a little man.
Yeah, he's 6 and he's doing stuff that I wasn't doing until I was 12.
Yeah,
so
my son's like that.
I can totally see why he would be able to bring him with him, because he's just like, he's so well mannered.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Some dude's good.
You should not be procreating, okay?
Yeah, no, but I think it has to do with being fully present in yourself and knowing what you want to do first, because that adds a lot to a whole person,
definitely,
so to speak. And with relationships too. I don't really recommend people get into relationships until they know what it is that they want to do. Yeah, because then that causes a rift later on.
I got this way too
Oh yeah.
It's not you, it's me. For us.
Right.
Yeah, I've definitely been there. Relationships are hard. They're work. They're definitely a lot of work. And I don't know, obviously our past is what molds us, and we learn from them. And I'm really happy where I'm at right now in my life. And I am 9 years older than my boyfriend, but that's okay.
You don't mind though, huh? That's a funny thing. They always say that females mature faster than males, like growing up and stuff. But I don't know. I think later on, there's just there's always outliers. There's people that are just more advanced in their thinking, and like you're saying, age is just a number.
Yeah.
Aside from the law, of course.
Okay. Right? Yeah, we gotta go around that law. Yeah. No, age is nothing but a number, and I think, especially energies. I love reading people's energies and being around people that are positive. I feel any kind of negativity, I don't want to be around it.
Right.
Especially with arguing with people. I don't like confrontation. It's not worth my time. Why am I going to waste my energy on you? And now, as we get older, you're just like, all right, I'll talk to you later. I'm going to get over here. Even with my dad, my dad will just start to pick a fight with me, and I'm like, can you stop?
Yeah.
Leave me alone, man.
Who are you again?
And he goes, you're like your mother. And I'm like, yeah.
Oh,
thanks.
wow. Well, that's a good approach.
Yeah.
I don't remember who it was, but there's this video that I saw, and it was super funny. It was this guy talking about a guy that was like, well, so what are your keys to success? And the guy was like, I don't argue. And he was like, well, the other guy was like, at some point you have to fight for what it is that you believe in. You have to stand up for what you believe in. Wouldn't you agree? He's like, you're right. Next question. So he wasn't arguing, He's like, so that's a good philosophy.
No, it is.
I'm a debater though. This guy knows.
I think that's kept us to be really great friends. Is that we're good. We have great strengths for one another. Yeah. And then we fight like brothers. Yeah. There was this one time recently where we were texting. And I was like, fuck this. I can't text this. I want to call you. No, I want to see you in person. I want to yell at you and tell you. I want to show you. I want you to see me. I want you to see how I feel, why I feel this, so that you know. Yeah. Because I can't tell you in words. I suck at words.
I hate that. Text message doesn't it? And then you can misinterpret a text sometimes. I get that all the time. Oh my God. Are you mad? I'm like, no, I'm not even mad.
No, it's just an emoji.
I'm not mad at all. You mad, bro? I'm like,
yeah.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, this guy. I always try to let people know me. I only engage in debate for mental exercise, just to elicit knowledge for further use. Yeah. And they're like, ah! And I'm just like,
oh, okay. Just nod.
completely like Spock about it. Like,
I
okay.
just smile and nod. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. That was one of my tactics for football. I just stare at them. They just give me like a dirty look. I remember one of the linebackers I went against just stared at me, and I'm like, I just wanted to smile, like really big.
Yeah.
You know, and just be like, oh hey.
Yeah, that's my wife that does that, and she pisses people off. Like
Yes.
as she was growing up, people would like do shit to her car, break windows, and she would just smile right at them. You know, like kill them with kindness.
And that's how they win, though. You give them that energy. You know, they have that negative energy coming to you.
And you
go
stoop down to their level.
Yeah, and you're like, no, I'm good. You know, it's just like, all right, you look stupid. I'm just gonna sit over here, and you're gonna keep looking dumb.
Yeah, and I've always had that, and then I always end up being the one that looks dumb.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that. And I do that, and then I still look dumb. I'm like, wait, why is this person that's yelling at me look dumb? Why am I like, what?
It's because you're getting mad.
That's ridiculous. I hate life. Go away.
Yeah, that's why I need to get this guy to stream and have footage on him when he's streaming, because like the rants and like when you're getting mad at video games.
Everybody would tune in
just to see you piss off. Yeah, get pissed off.
Watch this guy's face right here. Watch his face.
I become like the game next or whatever game it is at the time, like a meme.
Yeah.
Bunch of memes and gifs and stuff.
It'd be like the Tall Josh loses his shit compilation. like Nick Cage loses his shit. Yeah. That's
hilarious.
great.
That's funny.
How do you feel the social media and memes and that kind of thing have added or taken away from LFL? Because I haven't really been aware of it. There's not enough like memes, or there could be more memes, I think.
Oh, I'm sure. If somebody came up with them, hey, you could start one.
Yeah, like the social media.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's what I mean. I don't think anybody's really thought about that.
It'd probably just be butts.
Hey, meme.
It'd just
meme
be butts
goers.
everywhere.
I know. Hump day.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday we have a meme up of our butts.
We probably said this earlier, but I'm even typing for our deal here. But you guys played what day?
August 27th.
No.
July.
August. Oh my God, July. Sorry.
What day of the week do you want?
This is Saturday.
Okay.
So our last games have been on a Friday. So
okay.
So this is a Saturday game, which is nice. So we're gonna have we can get off work at a good time, because all of us have normal jobs too. So
you still obviously still work too. Huh?
oh yeah.
What do you do for your actual job?
So I work. So I'm
Societal
an executive assistant and an office manager for an abrasive company. So called Falcon Abrasive. Mm-hmm.
What would abrasive?
It's a manufacturing company for cutoff wheels. So we make wheels for like grinding.
Oh, okay.
So stuff like that. So it's
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I see what you're saying. So it's a very specific market.
Yes, definitely. We're busy. We're busy all the time. It's a great company to work for. I have a really amazing boss who's like super supportive in everything I do, which is great. Oh heck yeah,
That's awesome.
super cool. I know she got a suite for my last game, so she was like gung ho, just super. She's super proud of me. So.
So you work for an abrasive company,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get abrasive on your off time during the LFL. That's
Pretty
kind of
much,
cool.
yeah, pretty much.
Shaking things up.
Yeah, I try. My best. I've been trying. I have a lot of work to do still. So
I'm gonna hit you with the try's a 3-letter word for fail.
no fail. No.
Either do or do not. There is no try.
Okay,
Imagine?
no trying. Nope, I will do it.
That's his thing.
I'll do it.
Yoda, that's the Yoda's thing.
Okay.
No, but for me,
Yeah.
my knowledge as far as
Right.
as for you, Yoda, so I guess you technically know my Yoda. I lost my thought.
Something about football.
Yeah. How much longer do you think you're going to be doing this one?
So I'm 34. There's a couple girls in the league that are like 38 and they're playing. So I mean,
So you guys have time
I think so. I mean 4 or 5 years, maybe. We'll try it out. I mean, why not? I'll see.
Do it. You do
Right,
it.
I'm gonna do it as long as my body can do it.
Yeah.
Just do
to
it.
hopefully there will be more teams too.
Yeah.
Coming along, and you guys play more than just 4 games. I think 4 games is kind of just too. I know there's 8 teams, but I feel like you guys can play everybody twice, maybe.
Yeah, or not even that, or just more games. Like,
Yeah.
because I like the whole like 2 week. We're playing every 2 weeks from I think April. When was my first game? It was like April something, and then went like April, May, and then the end of May. It was like a 2 week. back to back to back. And then now we've had this long month and a half break. Now we play in Austin. So it's like, well, we can be playing more games in between, you know, or just throw another game in there in between. So.
Are you aware of any kind of the insight relative to the adoption of the whole entire concept by the mainstream? Like, is there any kind of like resistance to
what do you mean?
What you guys got going on? Because it feels like not like it's like minor league, but it feels like when I watched the video, I was like, dude, this is professionally put together. This could be on a much bigger platform than it currently is.
It used to be back in the day. It used to be like on MTV2, like in the evening. It was always put on, so it was on TV. And then I'm not quite sure what happened in the background of that, but
I get it now. There's only a couple teams that play each week.
Yeah, so they have like the broadcasting. I think it's very minimal. There's a few people that do it, but I mean, it's so well put together. Like I said, they do a really good job at like kind of making it like how the LFL does it. I love it. I love how they do like production. We have green screen.
Right.
We go on and do like motions, like Shalyn Skahill Center, and like, you know, they kind of do the ball. It's cool. It's really fun. Yeah. But I mean, at the same time, I hope it gets back on a bigger platform. It should be. I mean, all of us work so hard.
Right.
I mean, all of us, we hit hard, we work hard, go through drills, do a lot of the same thing. It is considered professional.
Yeah.
So, to be honest, I wish I started a lot sooner. I really did. And I could because I feel like I could, like I'm growing so much more right now. Like I can't imagine if I started like 3 years ago. Like I would be an animal.
You still are.
And I'm trying here. I have high standards and that people to follow. So it's awesome.
10 years, I look back at 10 years. I've been in the Navy for 10 years, so
yeah.
I definitely understand what you mean when it comes to like that much time has lapsed and like what ifs or what could have been.
Yeah, who knows what's gonna happen? I hope it just grows with the
league. I mean, it's gonna have to do
amazing.
It's gonna have to be like marketing, like, and figure out a way to monetize and get the players played, even through endorsements, sponsorships. Like, I'm sure you guys have all looked into that and. They
do, and that's like some of the girls too. Or, I mean, they have a face. I think a girl on our team, she was contracted, or she was on like an Adidas commercial, stuff for football, which is really cool. So, I mean, it's out there.
Yeah,
and it's just hopefully somebody picks up on it too. Nice. You know, our commissioner. And that's you know, their point commission. I mean, that point commission, the point differentiation. I don't know how to say
differential.
That. Yes. I'm like, how do I say that? Yeah, so that's it. So I think that's why they clinched the West, was just because their points and all that other stuff.
They have a lot of points.
And they're good. They're very good. They're a very good team.
Good point.
So that just maybe means that Omaha doesn't have a great defense?
Maybe.
I guess I don't know. Because then they beat Nashville 49-25.
Yeah, they're maybe a growing team.
Like you guys have
the West is we're very competitive. Yeah. We have a very strong league, I should say.
Game that we saw, I think it was the Atlanta.
It was Seattle. Seattle versus LA, yeah.
That was the first game.
They were green.
Oh, yeah, that was my first game. And that game was like, it was awesome. It was one in the books for my first game ever.
You're number 17, right? Mm-hmm. It's still number 17?
Yep, still number 17.
1 plus 7 is 8.
Oh, there you
8
go.
sideways is infinity.
Nice.
So
I was like, oh, that's my quarterback's number.
You have the power.
That's my quarterback's number is 8. So it's like, oh, hey, look.
Yeah, you guys are a team. The powerhouse.
I know.
Quick. They scored twice quick on you guys.
Yes, but we came.
And then the next drive, I think it was that you guys came and scored through that Ashley threw that bomb. I can see it. I can see it in my mind.
She's got a cannon, man. She does. She's a gunslinger.
We were like, damn, I could really get into this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good too.
The Atlanta game, if you guys catch the Atlanta game on there too, it's actually a really good game to watch. Our running back, one of our running backs had a breakthrough game. Mariah Lopez. She had a really good game that game. She was the MVP of that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's the game I was out, but we had, just an outstanding. I was out. One of our DNs, she's like an all fantasy DN, and she was out for concussion also from the same game. And then Nas, our running back, she was out with a knee injury. So those were 3 of us out. 3 of us starters were out. But our team stepped up. They busted their butt and they beat Atlanta. They did a really good job. And our running back did a phenomenal job that game. It was her breakthrough game.
That's awesome.
Breakout game.
Do you guys have owners like that? Like in the NFL, how
We don't. It's just a commissioner. So
Okay.
Mitch, he's in charge of everything.
of
So we
all
don't.
the teams?
Yes. So we actually don't have an
So
owner.
he's like the Dana White.
Pretty much.
Of
Yeah.
the
He
LFL?
pretty much is. He knows his stuff, and he does. I mean, he's been doing a great job. I mean, for the 10 years. So I mean, I don't know about the owner. That'd be kind of cool.
Like,
I think that might give us a little
yeah,
bit
that's
more.
what I'm saying. If you guys branch off and have different people that own the team, that could funnel another source of
Yeah.
money.
McMahon with the XFL, now he's bringing that shit back too.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
fun. That's
It's
kind of
been in
fun.
the works for over a year now. He
Okay.
opened up the floodgates for shares, stock shares.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
They could get more money into it, pump it into it. So yeah.
It's kind of fun, and it's kind of like we have a one of the girls on our team does wrestling, and she's hopefully waiting for her like debut for the WWE one day. But she practices and stuff.
Right?
and
Yeah, I
works
could
with
see
them.
that.
What is
Lindsay.
she-
Well, her name's Lindsay Cash. That's her name.
That's-
So,
that's-
yeah. It's well. I mean, that's what she goes by.
That's my
too.
boy's middle name, both of them.
Really?
Cash, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Cash Brothers.
The Cash Brothers.
Yeah.
That's cute. That's cute. Yeah, she's dope. She's a dope soul too. She's been, she helps run like our team page and stuff like that too. She does a great job.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. That's awesome. Like, so do you have any fighters
You mean that?
Yeah, like, do
that do
Oh,
MMA? or-
okay. I thought you meant like start fight. I'm like, oh, Lindsay.
No.
Lindsay's like our little pit bull out there.
Hey.
So Lindsay-
Okay.
Lindsay.
Yeah. So let's-
I'm trying to think. Does anybody do any MMA? Not that I know of.
I think it'd be a good crossover too. Like
Yeah.
if somebody's doing MMA and then
Yeah, that's fun. I know I've been approached to like come work out at my gym, and have you ever done MMA kind of style fight? I'm like, no. They're like, you should.
yeah.
They look at my legs and they're like, you
Really?
should. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. But I'm like, no, it's
You definitely do a lot
okay.
of wrestling.
Yeah,
I can
it,
see you being a wrestler.
It'd be
not
fun.
a-
boxing would be more fun. I think.
Yeah, I think striking's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, striking's definitely.
Yeah, boxing seems like it'd be more fun. But I mean, I don't know. I've never tried either one. But
What number is Lindsay?
what number is she? She's 16, I think. Yep. There she is.
I can see her being a little WWE wrestler.
She is a WWE wrestler.
A future wrestler, right?
Yeah.
And then there's
She-
Fuyuki.
26. Is that what her age is?
I think it should say it right there at the top.
Yeah. 5'5", 129.
Mm-hmm.
Probably shouldn't.
Coming in at
It's okay.
5'5",
I'll tell you
129.
my weight. I don't care. I'm big and beautiful. I don't care.
Yeah, own yourself.
That's kind of what our line has.
Big and beautiful.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. That's kind of how we are.
Hey.
So
I like that.
there's her actually Fuyuki. She's a Japanese player.
10.
She's the first Japanese player in the LFL.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Like from Japan.
Mhm.
Oh, that's.
And so she's very they had her up on like the Yahoo News, like on the internet in Japan and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Because she's only, I think, one of the, and she does like professional drifting. She does like
racing?
racing,
Oh, yeah. See,
She's
everybody's
like-
so complex. It's awesome.
and she's a lawyer.
Yeah,
She's
Tokyo
dope.
Aoki's
Yeah.
Aoki's sister.
Oh okay.
That was his sister that did Tokyo Drift.
Okay.
Tokyo Drift.
Wow.
A female.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was acting though, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
But just so that she's the real life.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's probably
She's
her
real
character.
life.
They probably based that character off of her.
Yeah.
You know, honestly, I mean.
She's super sweet. I love her accent. And she's just an awesome soul. She's also a lawyer. She's
Wow.
I
Yeah, you
know,
don't wanna
she's
mess with her.
everything.
I wonder what her birth date is. I wonder if she's.
Get out of here. What's
Oh,
up,
what is
Mr.
this?
Cards?
I know. I'm like, wait.
Yeah, no, that's cool, man. Yeah, I think being so versatile though, and having like a bunch of different interests, but being really good at all of those things, it takes a strong personality to be able to pull it off.
Yeah, definitely. I know there's I don't know. I almost want to give everybody a shout out. It's my team. I don't know. I just love my team so much. Like we just have been together. We've been through a lot of stuff, especially our line and stuff. Daniel Harvey and Sherry Awaga. They're like, I'm like the Oreo cookie in there on their line when we all practice together.
Nice.
They're the best to like work with. they just talk shit to each other all practice.
The whole entire time.
But we're all on the same line, and they're just
Right,
talking shit back and forth. I'm like, you guys, can we just stop it? Like, let's work, let's practice here. But they're funny as heck, and I'll tell you right now, like, their guidance has been like so like tremendously helpful. Like, we go like one-on-ones, and they hit me hard, and I'm like, go harder, and I tell them I want to work harder, I want to be the best. So and actually, Sherry is probably the best person to go against for that. She's a good sized girl. She's big and beautiful. So, like all of us.
Yeah.
On the line. Yep. And she's one of, and she's.
These girls look all tough.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Kick my ass. I'm not saying that much, but I'm just saying.
Yeah,
At
definitely.
the same time.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a lot of fun. It's been a good experience. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, I really hope that it kicks off and that you know, that it becomes bigger than what it already is.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's been around for 10 years, so I mean, I can only imagine where it can go from there.
I mean,
Yeah.
YouTube. I think I was watching one of our games, just watching like film, and I was watching like on YouTube. It was like it had like 165,000 views. Like, you know what I mean? And
Right.
It's just like it's there,
Yeah.
and it's gonna get. I mean, there's gonna be more, but it's just we have the fan base.
Yeah. People want to watch it.
Yeah.
I think.
It's so
Yeah.
weird. It's weird to have those fans. I'm not used to it. I'm just
Right.
like, oh yeah, my life. I'm a mom. I go to work, go to the gym,
And
whatever.
then people hitting you up like, hey.
They're like, hey, can you send me a picture? Or can you sign a picture? I'm like, I don't have pictures of myself in my uniform.
Get some.
You know, I know. And that's what they're
Yeah,
saying.
right.
They're like, yeah, just, I keep, like, someone was like, I collect all the LFL players and their signatures and would love for you to send me one. I'm like, all right, I'll let you know when I get them. So,
Dude, LFL cards. I think if the LFL and crypto got together and like all the crypto heads started like, I don't know, it was like a decentralized, and every team was tokenized and people could invest in the teams and like invest in the outcomes of the teams. Dude,
it's kind of cool.
because yeah, a lot of the crypto guys, they like to gamble, you know?
Yeah.
And so, oh man, that would take off.
That's fun.
It'd probably be a good lane.
Sponsor.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. That'd be way cool.
I really think that you're
Onto something here.
onto something.
Yeah.
That's actually a good idea. Yay.
Is
You
there a
never
phone
know.
number?
Yeah.
That's like
Just make it happen, damn
Shark
it.
Tank.
Yeah,
Let's
Shark
go to
Tank.
Shark Tank.
This information. This guy needs it.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah. So, no, I'm grateful for this league. And that's the cool thing. Like, they put it on a pedestal to where you feel like you're a professional, and I like that. I do like that. And I mean, I never got paid to play in college. You know, I mean, you got free education and whatnot, but at the same time,
They
it's
gotta give you something though. That's the part that I have a hard time understanding. Like,
social media followers.
yeah, clout. You get paid in clout.
Yeah. Not even though. I'm not even all about, like, it's so hard for me to, like, we were at that party and they had me like, they're like, oh, Shay, Lamborghini. I was like, ooh, Lamborghini. And they're like, take pictures. Yeah. And they're like taking pictures. I was like, oh, hey.
Yeah.
How's it going? But I'm not like, it's just still awkward to me. Like,
Right.
I just can't, I don't know. Like, someone's like, oh, you're going to go big time. I'm like, no, I don't think so. Like, I think it's just going to be, I mean, it is what it is. If it happens, awesome. But I'm not going to go out of my way to like, try to find more followers.
No, you're just gonna hone in on your craft and be the best you can.
And then
be.
if I get
that's gonna happen naturally.
Yeah, exactly. If I get more friends, then I get more friends. And you're like, you want to come on the show? I was like, heck yeah, I want to come on the show. That'd be fun. You know, I've never done anything like that and like
also,
this.
Thank you for coming on and
Yeah.
conversation with us. And
Heck yeah.
spending your afternoon, Friday afternoon,
Yeah.
after the 4th of July.
Hey.
Yeah, shuts out.
I'm in town, so and it worked out. It worked out fine.
Yeah, and I was like, I know you're doing football, but are you? Because that was another thing. Is what I was saying that I didn't know if you lived out here. So
Yeah.
I was like, well, shoot, how are we gonna work this out?
Yeah.
Are you gonna come out here? Do you still have family out here?
Mhm.
Did you even have family out here?
Yeah. I didn't have family out here. So
why'd you come out here then? What
okay.
was the original?
All right, here we go. Okay, so
I just over the
When
camera.
I-
Can I put the cover back on?
no, so I ended up going. So I went to school in the Midwest, and I dated somebody out in the Midwest, so like over in Kansas. We met out there,
Oh, okay.
and he actually was from Cathedral City area. So, and I was told, like, oh, I'm from Upland. So like we ended up getting closer. We started dating, and I actually moved out here for him, and it just didn't work out.
Aha.
So you know, like
Relationship.
Yep, relationship.
Can of worms closed.
Yes. So
Truly,
and that's
truly.
and to be honest, like when I moved out here, I moved out here for him, but I made my own. Like developed my own.
You really did.
Yeah.
You really did.
I did, and I developed my own. I worked. I was a coach for a long time, personal trainer. Became really personable with a lot of people, and I played softball out here. Just joined like in the community. And that's one thing I really miss is out in the desert. Like people are way more friendlier, and I just miss it. It's like a home. It's another home. It's another home to me.
No matter how many times I try to leave to go other places,
Yeah.
I always get sucked back in.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's some sort of a Native American curse. Not curse. I don't know if it's a curse. Spell, maybe
Okay.
is what I don't know. But this land, this part of it's not like it's kind of like a Bermuda Triangle-esque type of spell where once you're here, no matter where you go, you will come back here.
Yeah. Well, the
somehow.
Yeah. I like the vibe is just I just love it. It's people are like, oh, it's so hot in the summer. I'm like, I love it. You're not just unless you're gonna go in the pool, you're gonna go hang out outside in the pool. But otherwise, you'll be inside, go to the movies, go.
Yeah.
It's really not that big of a deal unless you go to your car.
I think
Right.
a
few steps.
really kind of like brings people together because you're in one place
Yeah.
Yeah.
somewhere,
And
hanging out by the pool,
Yeah.
or like you said, at the movies
Mhm.
with your girlfriends,
Yeah.
or your guy friends,
Yeah.
or family, whatever. So
At the water park.
I've been to the water park.
Oh, I want to go. I need to go there.
Gotta take Cecilia.
I wish they would have expanded it a little bit more and put a little bit more into it.
What is it called
over
now?
the years.
The one over here. It's not called. It's not
Thought it was-
Soak City anymore, is it?
Oh no, it's not. It's back to something else.
Yeah,
I don't
So
remember.
bad.
I don't remember what it is.
I
I don't remember what
Yeah.
it is. No, I definitely want to go.
Yeah, the water park, right?
on the crest of Palm Springs.
Gene
Yeah.
Autry.
Yes, yeah. I know. I have to go check it out.
Oh, Wet and Wild. Yeah,
Thank
thank you.
Boyfriend. Thanks, babe.
Yep.
Yeah. So now I'm back out here, and he lives out here now. So
Oh,
see, I'm just
yeah,
drawn back out to the desert.
Hey, you're coming back. You're
I know.
coming
That's
back.
that you're a curse.
But eventually,
Spell.
I mean, I love coming. I love coming back here, and I feel like I need to visit a few more people when I come out here too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So a lot of mentors out this way too.
Yeah, that's so. You said your kids are your motivation, but have you had any mentors over the years that have kind of helped get you to where you are now?
It's kind of hard to
Even
say.
if it's from books or because mentors are everywhere.
No.
They could literally be like somebody on your timeline.
Well, just like friends that are like really like motivating to me. Just everything, they just keep me like in my spirits, good spirits. Who was I going to say? Actually, when I was coaching, so I was a little younger when I first started coaching, like probably 23, 24. So I'm still like really young. And I had I was coaching with older ladies that worked at Palm Springs High School, and they were great mentors. Like just growing up, they would make fun of me because I was so young. They're like, I remember when I was young and I would come over like hungover. Like, we're going to a tournament and I'm like glasses are on. I'm like, oh man, hating life. But I've grown and learned so much from them. Like just how to coach, how to handle situations like with parents and all that others. I don't know. It's hard to explain. I've kind of done a lot of stuff by myself too, and just by trial and error. Like just kind of. I mean, I got to try it all. I got to try it, and if it doesn't work, then I do something different.
That's awesome.
I don't know. I'm not afraid to try something new. It's scary, obviously. There has to be a little bit of fear there, but
right. Yeah. If you're not like
uncomfortable.
Yeah, you're not really doing anything that's good for your path.
Yeah, exactly. But sometimes it feels good to be uncomfortable. It's good to be uncomfortable.
Right.
So, and then that's kind of how I feel with like football too. I feel like I'm always uncomfortable.
You get butterflies before the game.
Oh heck yeah! I'm like, oh my god, I'm so gonna throw up. I'm gonna. But I didn't. I was like, you know what? Like it was such a cool experience. Like we got there at like 8:00 in the morning for the game at 7:00 at night. So we're there.
Oh, wow.
They set up the field and you just go out on the field and like the arena is just like black. Like no one's in the stands. You're like, man, like I was just looking around. I'm like, it looks so much smaller when you're on the field. It does. Like when you're on, like in the stands, you're like, oh my god, it's so big. Like the stage is huge,
incredible.
But then when you're on the field, you're just like, huh. Like I just felt like it was just. I'm like, all right, I got this. Like this isn't gonna be And then when you get focused, you don't really worry about anything else around, especially when your shorts go up your butt all the time. You just forget about it.
Right.
And aren't those uncomfortable? I'm like, I honestly just forget.
Yeah.
After a few snaps. And just kind of give up. So.
That's awesome.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Shay.
All right, well,
Thank you.
thank you
Yeah.
for coming.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
You can find her at Shalyn_Marie_25. That's SHALYN_MARIE_25 on Instagram. And follow LA Temptation or Los Angeles Temptation on Instagram.
Is
Yeah.
it Temptation or Temptations?
And
Yeah,
not
like the
plural.
Temptations.
Yeah. But some people do say that too, but they
Yeah,
understand.
LA
But
Temptation.
Los Angeles Temptation. Hmm. They've had it since the lingerie, once it was considered the lingerie league.
That trips me out so much. Like, is there a competing league with you guys at all, or are you guys the?
We're the legit league.
Yeah, you're the legit.
And they're, like I said, like I think in other countries they are starting to form.
So
Kind of like
okay,
one,
wait,
but
all
doesn't
right.
say
before
LFL on
before we wrap this up. Okay, so it was the lingerie. I just shocked the shit out of me.
Well, stop licking your microphone.
Yeah, it was the ladies, or I'm sorry, the Lingerie Football League.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's the
Legends
Football League.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to be a woman to be in it.
No, you have to be a woman.
Okay, I was gonna say
It's women's sports. We're trying to hype the whole,
yeah.
sport.
Okay,
Mhm.
so nobody that could even be considered transgender or anything could be in it.
I don't know.
Is that weird ground?
I don't know.
Because then
I
some
don't know
dude
yet.
could just pummel everyone, but because he associates as
I'm not sure. I don't think we've
Or
ever come
she.
across that issue yet. So,
Yeah,
and that's
that'd
how we
be
have
interesting.
tryouts, and that's how we have a bunch of other stuff. But
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it could be groundbreaking one day.
and no one ever calls it Ladies Football League.
No,
But on the outside, I literally thought it was Ladies Football
you
League
could
because
call
it's
it that.
LFL.
Yeah, I mean, you
But
could
it's
call
not.
It, yeah,
Hmm.
Legends.
Legends. Yeah,
And
I think
then-
that's better.
And then we have the
Legends
Legends
is cool.
Cup is in September, and
okay.
that's the championship game,
That's
and that's
dope.
our final destination. That's where we need to go. So, and
The
this
Legends Football League. I like
I'll
that.
get there. Just give Seattle Miss a little couple few uppercuts.
year.
They'll get there.
Oh, no.
League of Legends.
League of Legends.
You
He's
guys
trying to
gotta get a
find it.
merger. I'm trying to get you guys paid. That's my whole thing.
And you know what? And it's an honor to play for the league. And it's cool to have this exposure and to know that we're empowering a lot of other women out there and other girls.
Right.
And
That's
oh
important.
my gosh, when we do like the signings, like you see these little girls come by and they're just like staring at me like, "Oh, hey, sweetheart," and they have a ball and they're just like don't know what to say. And I'm like,
Huh.
oh my god, like makes my heart, like it makes me feel really good. Like
That's awesome.
to know that they can look up to one of us as for something or whatever they want to be.
Yeah.
Like they could do it. So it's great. I know, I love it.
Episode 11.
I know.
Plus vibes.
Thank you guys. You guys, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
Taking your time out of your busy schedule.
That's totally fine. I had a great
Appreciate
weekend. Thank you.
All right. See you later.
Deuce up.
Deuces.